Boy.
All right, now we're recording.
It's not GIF or GIF. It's yes.
I hate
Thanks
you.
for coming to my TED Talk.
You say that, but like, please get into Roll20.
Oh shit! I have the tab open and I haven't entered the game because I'm a good gamer.
No, but like, go to Roll20 because you said thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Hang on, I'm doing it.
Oh god. Jesus Christ. Did you just put that in there or was it already in there?
I put that in there at like 4 a.m.
Oh my god.
That's some pretty good preparedness.
Preparedness.
Apparently
Good
you're
preparation.
psychic.
I
In
mean,
the morning.
I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today's gonna be a little bit messy because I wrote up the session last night from 12 to 3 a.m. So it's gonna be a little bit all over the place. And I apologize. And there's a possibility that this is gonna be shorter than our usual runtime. But I'm gonna do my best to make it worth your while. Okay?
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I have to flip my phone. Oh, before we start, the people who, did you guys all adjust your labels? Because a lot of you did label adjustments.
I think
Let me check.
Because Thorn, you went up in danger and went down in savior.
Yes.
Sven, you went up in freak and down in superior.
so it should be one freak and one in superior.
I believe so.
Okay. I know I wrote it down, but I didn't write down my original quantities, so
Exel, I forgot to ask you this over the week because I've just been so motherfucking busy. Did you, for your end of session move, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think grow away from the team.
Yeah?
Mainly because he felt like he didn't do a whole lot. And everybody running around doing all this shit, and the most he did was run very fast.
Yeah.
And try to help, but ultimately didn't do much.
Okay, that's fine. I appreciate you being honest. Let me look up what that does. So what you can do is you can take influence over you away from another character.
Okay, I don't remember who has influence over me, so I'm gonna...
I put it in your bio, in your character sheet on Roll20. Okay. As long as it's still up to date.
I'm gonna say Dylan loses the influence.
Bye, bitch. Bye, motherfucker.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
You got the cold shoulder. After I moved you in, bitch. I see you. Alright, deleted. Got it.
Hashtag deleted. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. It's been about a week since the multiplayer incident. You guys have had your time to relax and recover from Quentin's devastating blows against you guys. You've recovered emotionally too, mostly. Dylan's had to come to terms with bringing up the memories that he talked about with Quentin, and then drops his motherfucking pen. Quentin's had time to, Dylan has had time to process it, but has kind of fallen back into old habits a bit, just to numb the pain slightly. Duke has kind of moved in, so he's there to help everybody feel better after that fucking just mess. You guys have had a couple of quick chats with Quentin since then. Just updates really on where he is. Stretch got out of the hospital. She's fine. You guys are told by Stretch herself, thanks to her abilities, she's got amazing regenerative. She regenerates.
She has high health regen.
Yes, thank you. Pretty much, she gets like 10 HP a second. It's amazing. So she's fine. Like, she was fucked up when you last saw her, but now she's pretty much fine. Quentin has been doing better. He wasn't charged with anything. Everybody kind of dropped charges. The cops were kind of coerced into it by the mayor, you think? Because they seem grumbly about it, but that's you know, he's a kid. He was upset, and yeah. The charges against Lionel and his two little lackeys have been changed from manslaughter to attempted murder. And that trial got set forward real fast since they now have the actual victim on stand. So things are looking better for Quentin. Justice-wise, I should say.
Justice-wise.
Justice-wise?
Come on, Quentin. I'm trying to steer you away.
He gets a little bit turbo every once in a while, but then he's like, okay, never mind. I'm good. Today is a sunny, warm day. The rain that's been plaguing the city for the past week or so has finally lifted. Thorn, this is one of your long days at school. You leave in the morning, and Dylan offers you personally a drive there, and drops you off and tells you, we'll pick you up later. All right, text me when you're ready. So you get dropped off. Dylan he drives like a maniac back to the warehouse, and a plan that him and Sven have had for a couple of weeks now is finally set in motion now that they have the time. As Dylan pulls in, the construction crew is already setting up for the day. It's a team of about 5 men. They come in and they start tearing out the back end of the landing of the warehouse, the side facing the sunrise, and also facing the garden. They tear out a lot of the stairs. They tear out most of the upper floor wall, and they reconstruct the wall, the landing. I'm just now realizing that I didn't upload this picture last night. 1 second while I do this. Really super fast. Here we go. They tear out the upstairs and quickly rebuild it, although now in a different shape. What's going on? What's wrong with the puppies? Oh, Pen.
He destroyed my pencil.
Yeah, he's a chewer.
Oh, sorry, keep going.
And they quickly rebuild that section of the warehouse, but it's in a different shape now. It's a large glass and steel box facing the sunrise with huge bay windows and filled top to bottom with exotic potted plants of all kinds. The time's about 4 o'clock. Dylan picks up Thorn. And 1 second while I do this. Have some in the car banter while I do this. You're picking up Thorn.
I'm picking up Thorn, and as soon as Thorn gets into the car, it's like I can't keep this giant smile off my face. He is just like,
why do you have that shit-eating grin on your face?
oh, nothing, no reason. Don't worry about it. Oh man, you've got a big day. So you planned, or you packed? Got your homework out of the way? You good? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Just wondering.
What shit, Dylan?
I mean, yeah, but shut up. Just hold on till we get to the warehouse. You'll love it.
Dylan in his newly fixed car, after Quentin destroyed the door on it, pulls up to the warehouse, and the construction crew has quickly packed up and left, so it looks like nobody's there except for the people who are supposed to be there. You guys walk inside, and
I make Thorn cover their eyes.
you make Thorn cover their eyes. How do I get this to show to you guys?
Alright, so walking in here, close your eyes for me.
Okay.
Don't peek, alright? Here, grab my arm.
How do I get this to show to you guys?
I'm gonna make sure you're not gonna trip. And just trust me for a second, okay?
So it's this handout?
Sure thing.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to show it to you guys.
Yeah. So, when you do that, it's right here. In players' journals. And then you say all players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
And then, how do I get it to show though? Like pop up?
It's showing.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna pop up. It's in our handbooks now. It's off to the side.
Oh, that's nice.
That's something we can click on.
So there's a little pop up off to the side. It's unnamed. It doesn't have a title. Go ahead and click on that.
In our player journal.
Dude.
And
Alright, open your eyes, Thorn.
open your eyes, and it's this.
Holy shit.
It's this indoor greenhouse filled with potted plants from all over the world. The bay windows open up into the garden that you usually frequent, and they're just a few feet from the treetops of the tree that hangs out in the back. You could guess, using your powers, you could easily just open the window and then crawl down some vines into the outdoor garden. But there's tons of sunlight, and it faces the sunrise, so you get all the sun throughout the day, all the good sun. And the whole team is gathered together, like eagerly looking at you, like, here you go.
Oh my god. It's fucking beautiful. Holy shit.
What do you think?
I love it.
Dude, you do not know how hard it was to keep this from you, especially while I'm over here talking about, okay, what do you want to put in the garden? What kind of flowers you want?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they built you this indoor garden because, you know, they felt like you've been outside a lot lately, and it would be good to have you inside, but also you need your garden area, so just a little reprieve for you when it's time to come inside and hang out with everybody.
I have no words.
Hey, how about 2 for me instead?
2 words.
And he nudges you a little and whispers, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet child.
Sven, they love it.
Oh, it's excellent.
Right.
About 30 minutes later, you guys get a ding dong at the front door.
Duke rushes to the door. He doesn't bark, but he's sitting and his tail is wagging furiously.
Eagerly, like, who is it? Who is it? I know that smell. Who is it?
I know who it is. Oh, I can't wait.
The door opens. He's got a key, so the door opens. Marcus comes in, and he calls out, "Hello, I'm here."
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Marcus.
Hi. He walks in,
Oh shit, look at this old man wandering in off the street.
Oh shit, look at this unnamed superhero sitting on a couch.
Joke's on you! I found a name.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Is it 13?
I mean, not just 13. I'll tell you later.
Tell me later.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
tell you
here
later.
now.
Well, I'll tell you later. Did you say hi to my dog?
Who's a good boy? Who's a duke? Who's a good... Hey, I got something for you. And he pulls out a treat. Gives it... Sit.
Duke sits.
Shake.
Duke shakes.
Up.
Duke does an up.
He does an up.
He does an up.
Oh, he does up. Spin.
He does 2 spins.
Oh, he's a good boy. Marcus gives him the treat.
And he takes the treat and runs away with it.
He's gonna go hide it. But in Marcus's other hand, he's got a potted plant, and it's a black and red croton plant. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a croton plant.
I can't wait until we can have croutons on our salads now.
No.
Fresh croutons in this garden.
Man, our fresh crouton tree.
Delicious. Hey Thorn, can you grow me some crouton? No, in character, Dylan's like, hey Marcus, what's up?
I knew you guys were doing the plant today, or greenhouse today, and I wanted to add to the collection, so I found this little guy. The tag at Walmart said that it was a croton plant. I don't know how to say that, but
Crouton plant?
yeah, croton. C-R-O-T-O-N.
Oh.
Croutons are bread. They don't grow on plants. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Are you sure, Thorn?
Are you asking the plant superhero?
Yes, Sven, I'm asking the plant superhero, not you. Shut up.
Marcus looks at the plant and he's like, wait a minute. And he reaches in and pulls out an actual crouton.
Dylan snatches it and is like, looking at it and saying,
Oh, look, there's more! And he pulls out another one.
What?
Holy shit.
Hands 1 to Exel. Look at this.
This is amazing.
Hands 1 to
Wait,
Sven.
wait,
Is
are
like,
there more?
bitch, what did you say? Sven, what did you say to me?
I think it's Marcus fucking with you.
He reaches in and pulls up like a handful of croutons. He's like, I found the babies.
Yeah, I think Marcus is fucking with you, Dylan.
I mean, I know he is,
Marcus, that's
but
good.
he's
That's
hilarious.
A good goof.
Thank you. I've been working on it since I picked up this plant.
That's a good goose. Oh man.
Y'all wanted him to make dad jokes.
I regret nothing in my life.
He passes the pot on to Thorn. He's like, here you go. Congratulations on the new greenhouse.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. He kind of drops his hands and clasps them together at his waist, and he's like, I actually haven't really had the time to tell you guys this, but you guys have been doing phenomenally well, much better than when I first met all of you. I feel like the teamwork is really, really working out for you guys. Dylan, didn't you have something? Didn't you have something you wanted to show off?
Oh!
Speaking of teamwork.
Dylan does remember that he does have something, but he's kind of caught in the moment as Marcus is just laying on the praise.
Marcus goes, there's a long road ahead of us in the way of progression and helping the city and potentially helping the world. But with how you guys mix and how you guys work together and how things have been going, I fully believe we'll make excellent progress in the world.
Marcus, I'm really touched to hear you say that. And I have something that's going to make this teamwork thing even better.
Oh,
Hold
really?
on. Wait right here. All of you, wait right here. And he rushes off to the garage. And then he rushes back with some things in his hand. You know, they're small, metallic. They look like bracelets. He's all, here, Marcus, try this. Hold it. Put it on.
Marcus takes the bracelet and he looks at it and he turns it over a little bit and he's like, it's not gonna shock me, is it?
No, of course not.
And then he puts the bracelet on.
I've been running tests on these all week, and he's explaining as he puts one on himself. And so what they're communication bracelets. And he tries them, and
so Marcus looks at you and goes, so how do I use it? Is it like a walkie-talkie or?
Yeah, you tap it.
I tap it?
Tap it.
Like, okay. Hello, 1, 2, 3, this is Marcus. And it works.
I can hear you! Oh, look it! I've got one for all of us. Here. And he starts handing them out.
Hey Dylan,
Nice.
I got a name for him. Ready? This is gonna blow you away. Comlinks.
Comlink?
Com links. Communication links. Because they're links.
Because they're bracelets.
Oh! I like that. That's good, Axel.
That's good. That's funny.
I'm not good at jokes.
I'll have to get but tush sound effect in here. But yeah, Marcus looks him over and he's like, this is actually a really good idea. A small improvement that could probably be made. You don't really want the enemies to hear what you guys are communicating together, and if you're in a stealth mission, hearing each other talk through a bracelet, the sound might actually give you guys away. So maybe an earpiece to go along with it for hearing, and then this is the microphone.
I love it.
You love it?
I'm gonna work on that. Thank
Okay.
you, Marcus.
You're welcome. I love being of some help, and I want you guys to do the best you can, so I might as well offer some constructive criticism. It's good so far. This is a really great idea. Excuse me. How did you get the funding for this?
The funding?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not that hard to make. And some scraps that I had laying around from other projects. I mean, it's just the microphone and then bits of silicone. You have the little small motherboard chip. Yeah, it's not that hard.
I love that you're trying to say science words.
Shut your face. Do I look like actual Dylan Fox Blair? No, I don't.
I know, but I love that you're trying. I legit love it. It's both funny and endearing that you're trying so hard to roleplay well.
This eraser at your face.
No, I mean this genuinely.
I appreciate it.
I'm trying to be sincere while also enjoying this small bit of comedy.
I do not know how to take compliments appropriately. But thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Dylan's Marcus is okay. Good. A cheap solution to anything is a great solution.
Mm-hmm.
A cheap working solution, really. Speaking of funding, by the way, Sven, can I have a quick word with you, please?
Of course.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
Nobody is in trouble, you 5-year-old.
I think if he's mentioning, funding, it would be much farther away from that. Nice try, though.
Repeat that one more time, Sven. I only heard.
If he's talking to me about funding, it would probably be way further from being in trouble. Nice try, though. Anything?
Marcus walks Sven away to a corner. He stares at Sven for a little bit, why are you like this? Why are you both the oldest and yet the most petulant? He doesn't say anything, but he just looks at you two straight faced, and then leads Sven away to a corner. To talk, not to put him in timeout, just to talk.
I don't think that really helps Dylan's, tattling of of Sven being in trouble because they're both going to a corner.
Oh my god. So Marcus pulls you aside and gets like a little like shoulder to shoulder to you to keep it a little bit more private. He goes, I wanted to speak with you about your spending habits. I understand you have a large sum at your disposal, and Keith and I appreciate that you've been using it to fill out the base, like the greenhouse, some of the equipment, the kitchen, everything. We appreciate that, because with our funding, we wouldn't have been able to really give you the best or anything, or even the good. But your money could also go towards better things than matching furniture, he says as he looks over at the matching dining room set. We have several underfunded organizations that could benefit greatly from even just $1,000. Would you mind if I kind of took you to one today to just kind of see what your money would benefit if you helped out?
Well, I wouldn't. You've seen my spending habits. I don't shy on spending, so I obviously wouldn't mind, but it would be a nice pleasure to see where the money is going and what it's helping benefit.
Yeah. But my concern is just that you guys are going to spend all this money frivolously, and then the organizations in Holland that could benefit from this money that you guys are spending on basically gotcha rolls it could have helped them and is instead going towards...
Sven's kind of laughing like, I do appreciate your concern, but please don't worry if as if I'm going to spend my fortune all on, decorative furniture for a decrepit warehouse. It's okay. Just point me where it needs to go, and I'll fund it.
I appreciate it. I'm going to take... I think what I'm going to do, and he looks back at everybody else, he's like, I think what I'm going to do... it's been relatively villain-free today. I think I'm going to take you guys to my friend Eliza's center today. Dylan, you're making this face like you want to say something. You made the claw hands. Like, what are you doing the claw hands for?
No. Dylan can't overhear any of this.
I know, but like, what?
But if he could, he'd be like... First of all, this is stuff that I've been saying to Sven for a while. Second of all, don't laugh at Marcus. He's trying to be serious and give you good advice.
No, Marcus laughs a little bit too. Like, he said the word gotcha rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's fucking around at this point.
Right,
he knows you guys aren't actually buying gotcha rolls, but still. Ooh, this is a good writing pen.
That is a good writing pen.
Ooh. It's a gel pen, that's why. So, Marcus leads Finn back to you guys and is like, I think you guys could use a break from trying to be heroes for the day. How about you guys get in Dylan's car and follow me? We're gonna go somewhere.
Where are we going? Oh! Is it time?
It's time?
Yeah!
Okay, give me like 5 seconds to go put this plant somewhere where it won't die, and then I'll be out there.
All right.
His name is Herbert. I named him already. Marcus calls after you. I named that one Herbert.
Oh, hey Thorn. And when you go to the greenhouse, there is a gnome there, waiting for you. With a little note. It's like, for the garden. And he's got a shocked expression on his face.
What kind of gnome?
A garden. You know, with the pointy hat.
And he's got a
the
note.
long beard.
He's got a note.
And he's got a note. For the garden.
Let's see.
Is it one of the peeing garden gnomes?
No, but maybe we should get some of those too.
Are you gonna essentially force Thorn to reenact Romeo and Juliet?
That's right.
No!
Is this Dylan's goal?
No.
I want it to be Dylan's goal.
Big ceramic no on that.
What's the note? What's the note say?
Just for the garden. That's all the note says.
Oh, it just says for the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys, you set the plant down, and Marcus goes to his car, and you guys pile into the Magnum, and he drives ahead of you for a little while. On the edge of town, like not the bad part of the edge of town, like the good grassy kind of near the park edge of town, you guys pull up to a spacious estate, and he drives you up a long driveway, and you guys are met with this enormous, beautiful Victorian house. Big tree in the front yard, big trees in the back, lots of running room. There's actually a couple of kids playing frisbee, like, on the side lot together. Marcus parks in front of the house and waves you guys over. And he's like, this is the Holland Grove LGBT Youth Center. My friend Eliza runs this place, and I think you guys could benefit from meeting her. You guys actually have met Eliza. And as he says it, the door opens, and you guys hear, Marcus! And this tall, buff, butch woman comes out. Her hair is shaved short and kind of almost a faux hawk, and it's bleached white. And you guys, as heroes, you know what somebody looks like when they don't have their mask on. This is Stretch.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey.
She runs up and she's like, Marcus! And she gives him a little handshake. She's like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, Eliza, this is my NHI team that I put together a couple weeks ago. And she's like, hey, kids! How's it going with that hero stuff, huh? Hey, you were the kids that helped me out the other day, weren't you?
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, you guys did excellent. I was digging it. You guys, you brought in Quentin, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent job.
Hey.
And she gives everybody a high five.
After high fives, like immediately after high fives, Dylan's like, so, Quentin, you around?
Yes, he is actually. Come on, I'll show you around, and we'll probably go play I Spy.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Eliza waves you guys. That's why I wore this fucking super lesbian shirt today too, because I was gonna have to be Eliza. I'm wearing like a super lesbian shirt today, you guys.
Flannel.
It's bisexual flag colors.
I'm so glad that you knew immediately it was flannel.
Yeah, it's an open flannel with like a pale like olive green tank top underneath.
That sounds really good.
It's the game. Thank you. So she opens the door and she leads you guys inside, and you're immediately greeted with, this is going to be one of those scroll down things, because it's going to be just the inside. You guys are met with this like living room, but really big. There's a big circle, like half circle of couches, and a big coffee table, and there's a bunch of board games. Huh?
A cardboard cutout behind the tree.
Oh my god, is there? Oh my god, there is. What the fuck? Who is it? I don't know. I just picked this off Google. I'm sorry, everybody. I just picked these images off Google. These are the best ones for me.
Is it like that like fat girl who's in like, what is it? What is that stupid? Her name's Rebel.
Oh, Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's on her haircut. Anyways, you guys roll in, and it's the fucking living room, and there's like a big semicircle of the couches, the coffee table. There's a bunch of board games and stuff underneath, like in the coffee table. And there's a big TV and like hundreds of DVDs, mostly like kids, like Disney movies and shit, and like Pixar, and then like a little section where the shelf is actually painted rainbow, and you guys can tell that it's like the official LGBT section. Unfortunately, super small, but like, you know, Eliza did her best trying to pick out all these movies and TV shows and shit. There's like one kid just idly watching TV when you guys walk in. Eliza's like, hey, and the kid's like, waves a little hand, like, I don't want to talk to 7 people. And she walks you guys into a super large, super nice kitchen area. Scroll down again. With a big stainless steel fridge, super long bar top with a bunch of chairs in front of it. Mismatched chairs because they can't afford matching furniture. And but like, you can tell a lot of the money for this place went into the kitchen. It's super nice, and there's like bowls of fruit and stuff, and it's just, it makes you hungry just looking at it, you know?
Is anybody in the kitchen? Anybody eating or like preparing some snacks?
Hold on 1 second. My glasses are hurting me. Not currently.
Okay.
But we'll see in a bit. So she starts taking you around the first floor, and she's like, this is the kitchen, this is the common area, obviously. She takes you into another room, and she's like, this is our arts and crafts room, and it's so cute. One wall is just chalk, like the chalkboard wall, and like all the kids come in and draw on it, so there's a bunch of cute little doodles all over the wall and stuff. And then like a cupboard on a different wall, and like big cups of like paint, or the big tubs of paint, and then like crayons and markers and all kinds of shit. The arts and crafts room, you know, and you can tell there's even more supplies in the cupboard. And then she takes you to a room next to that one, and there's a drum set and like 3 guitars and a DJ turntable, and she's like, this is our music room. She turns to you guys and she's like, I think the kids who come here benefit from some sort of, oh fuck, where did this just go? Music's a little bit too loud for me. The kids benefit from having something to do creatively and to have an outlet for themselves, especially the kids who come here. And then she takes you to a room that's kind of on the other end from the music making room, like away from it. And it's the library room. And tons of books, like floor to ceiling books, kind of like a mini Bell's library. And then like bean bags all over the place, and cute like chairs, and a couple of those like lounge bed things where they're sitting up a little bit. And there's a kid who has fallen asleep reading, and they're reading that one book about the jinn. We looked it
Aladdin?
up. Huh?
Not Aladdin.
No, the jinn, not the genie.
Oh.
It's like Harry Potter, but with genies.
Kinda. It's like the Bartholomew series or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, is it like he like gets a contract from like a demon kind of thing?
I think so. Hold on. Bartholomew.
Because otherwise I might actually have that on my shelf, but...
Bartimaeus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bartimaeus
The
Scruggs.
Bartimaeus sequence.
Isn't that?
They actually fell asleep reading the Amulet of Samarkand.
Oh.
Yeah, I have that.
I was surprised at how good that book was when I actually read it.
I
really like the Bartimaeus sequence. Anyways, this poor kid, and they got big old, the huge glasses, and they have just passed out on a beanbag just reading this book.
Do they have a blankie?
As you're thinking about that, Eliza grabs one of the big folded blankets in the corner and creeps over and very gently lays it over the kid,
Good.
and takes their glasses off and sets them right beside them, and then is like shh, and walks you guys back out of the room and very quietly closes the door. He gives Eliza a thumbs up. And she's like, we have one more room in here, actually. And she takes you guys down the hall, and you guys can hear the faint sounds of video games. And
Molt's ahead.
you guys walk into this room, and there's 2 arcade cabinets on the wall, against the wall. There's a big TV on like an entertainment center. And like tons of games, like 3 consoles, a 64, an Xbox, a PS3. And on the couch facing the TV, you see a familiar little tuft of black hair. And Eliza goes, Quentin! And, Dylan runs. Quentin looks up and he's like, hey! And he hops up and he like hops over the couch and he's like, oh shit.
Does he eat it? Oh my god.
Yeah, he eats it. He tries to hop over and his foot touches on the couch. And he's like, thanks.
Sets him down. It's like, Quentin! And gives a big old hug. Big hug.
He hugs you back and he's like, hey guys, it's nice to see you guys again.
Duke's at their feet, just like,
I didn't know you had a dog!
this is my son!
And he's like, oh, you're so cute, you're so small! And he, like, roughs Duke up, like, who's your baby? And Quentin stands up and he's like, hey, guys! And he's like, oh, I want you guys to meet my friend. And he turns, and there's this kid who's sitting with Quentin, and the kid looks up at you guys. He's a little black kid with lots of curly black hair.
Aww.
He kind of waves real gentle at you guys. Q's like, he doesn't talk much, and he kind of, when he talks, he kind of like speaks in memes. He's real funny though. He's real hilarious, and he's got this hilarious laugh. And Q like gives him like finger guns, like you know I love your laugh, man. He laughs like a squeaky toy, so I just call him Squeaker. He seems to like it. The kid like reaches back and nudges Quentin, and Quentin goes, he seems to like it, and the kid goes, they seem to like it, and Q's like, oh sorry, they seem to like it. Please don't cry again.
I will take a moment to go to the other room.
Why you go to the other? Oh my god, I love you, baby. I love you. So that's one of the references I have played today.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if everybody was here when I said this was going to be the apology session, but this is what this is going to be about.
Hey, Quentin, I'm really glad to see that you're making friends here. You settling in all right?
Yeah, I've settled down, moved in, actually. Eliza claps a hand on his back and he's like, yeah, you got the upstairs bedroom, right? One of the upstairs? And he's like, yeah, I'm actually, I have something from Amazon coming today. I got a, new video game. And Eliza's like, come on! And he's like, I know, but, and he's like,
man? What'd you get?
Super Smash Bros.
Oh.
And he's just, like, scratching his head, like, awkwardly, like, I've spent money. And Eliza's like, you gotta save some of that money, dude. And he's like, I know, but it was on sale, like,
Hey, so I know you're still settling in and everything, but to make you feel a little bit more at home, I got you some shirts. I hope that's okay. I got you some clothes.
Shirts? I mean, and he looks down and he's still wearing the shirt from the fight. Like, he hasn't been wearing it continuously, but there's like some washed out bloodstains and stuff. And he's like, I'd really appreciate some shirts, my man.
Listen, bud, listen. I want to go shopping with you. You're a growing kid.
I sure am.
You're living in a new place.
I sure am.
And I just want to make sure that you've got what you need to be at home. Yeah?
Can we go to Hot Topic?
We can fucking go wherever you want, man.
Can we go to GameStop?
What kind of a shopping trip would this be if we didn't go to GameStop? And like he's
GameStop does have
a
shirts.
legit serious, as if Dylan does not go to the mall without stopping at the game store either.
Axel, I know they have shirts because I frequent GameStop.
I bought a couple shirts from there.
Mood. Are you okay, Becca? You alright? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you not upset, but emotional. Q's like, oh fuck, that would be so fucking awesome. Eliza kind of turns to you guys and she's like, oh, did not keep going. Okay. She turns to you guys and she's like, Q actually is living here permanently now. His parents, at his request, right? And Q like nods, like, yeah. His request forfeited him, and I am now his mom, essentially. His foster mom. And when Q's house arrest is up, he is going to be directed to the NHI. And Q's like, yep! And he like sticks his leg out, and there's an ankle bracelet.
So Q, that shopping trip.
Amazon,
got you.
my house arrest is only like 3 months. So, maybe after that.
Tell you what, is it cool if I come in, pop in from time to time?
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright. Man, you're gonna be so sick of my face.
I don't get sick of people who are nice. I get sick of people who are being mean. I mean, you guys know that one, right?
Yeah.
You know that story. He kind of like shrugs his shoulders. He kind of does the shrug emoji, and he's like, "Sorry." What?
I found an amazing shirt, and
Oh
I need to just like pull it out right now so I can show you.
Go
guys.
put it in Discord, because
Okay.
as Q's like, sorry, my dudes. A man pops his head in. He's a little bit pale, and he's got really beautiful amber eyes. And his hair is done up in kind of a faux hawk, and it's a pretty scarlet color. And he pops in, and he's like, Q Squeaks, making sandwiches. Want one?
How many references are in this one? Is the whole group in there?
Not the whole group, just a good handful.
The group's only a handful.
A smaller handful, like a baby hands. Q's like, fuck yeah, I want sandwiches, and Squeaker goes, well, for sandwich, and before following the guy in, so Squeaker just like takes off with this just dude, and Q's like, oh, I wanted to roll for sandwich. Is anybody gonna ask who that is?
Are we fucking?
No, I mean like.
Okay. Hey Q, is that one of your buds?
Yeah, that's Reyes. And Eliza's like, he's one of my employees. He's the chef around here. He makes the good meals. Come on, I got a. I hope that wasn't too gimmicky. I'm sorry, Becca.
Fucking hilarious.
Eliza's like, let's go check out the upstairs. So she takes you guys upstairs.
Is Quentin coming with us, or are we leaving him behind?
Q follows you guys. Q charges up behind you guys. Mm-hmm. Saves his game and then charges off. Mm-hmm. So she takes you upstairs. Ooh, it's loud. This is obviously the living area where the kids stay. A lot of bedrooms. About 5-6 bedrooms. 3 bathrooms upstairs. She shows you a couple of the bedrooms that are vacant right now. They're plain. They kind of just look like guest rooms at the moment. But as you guys go upstairs, you can tell that this is the part of the house that shows its age. The ceiling is a little bit crackled, like the paint's a little bit chipped everywhere. A couple of the rooms have really outdated wallpaper. What?
No, I'm wondering if the other section is still blacked out or no.
It is.
Okay, cool.
That's not the upstairs. This is somewhere else. The bathrooms, all of them need pipe work. And she's like, with taking you guys, and she's like, this toilet doesn't flush anymore. The water pressure in that shower is fucking shit. The sinks don't fucking work over here. One of these doesn't even get hot water despite the others getting hot water. Don't know what's going on with that. We could really use new fixtures. These are the fixtures that basically came with the house 100 billion years ago. Let alone, like, and she points at one of the bathrooms that's like mint green with hot pink tile. And she's like we need cosmetic updates.
Stretch. What the fuck?
We're funded by the government. This place works off of our government funds and our donations. Like, we don't have a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to feed kids, to clothe the kids that come here, to like, I had to buy the furniture. If something breaks, I have to buy it.
Dylan's like gonna whip around and just like look at Sven, just like give him a look.
We're getting there, okay? She takes you to one room, kind of off in the very back, and Q's like, oh, and he squeezes past. And he's like, this is my room! And he opens the door, and it's covered in video game stuff. He has been living here for 3 days. And he moved the fuck in. He's got posters. He's got, like, a little fucking turret alarm clock. Like, the stuff he turned into is obviously his favorite stuff. So there's, like, a bunch of Portal shit. There's a lot of League of Legends shit. There's a couple of cute, like, Undertale posters, and he's got, like, a little Sans plushie on the bed. Like, fuck yeah. He's like, that's my man's. And he's like, look, and he runs over, and he goes into the closet, and he pulls out this big blue jacket, and he puts it on, and he's like, hey! And he puts his hands in the pockets, and he's like, "Hey, would you guys would have been mad if I turned into this guy instead of fucking Flowey?"
I mean, I'm not sure if mad is necessarily the right.
You guys would have been dead.
Definitely would have been dead. I can't jump like that.
Yeah, no, hell no. I went easy on you with that Flowey shit. And Eliza's like, "Q, come on." And
wait. You said you went easy?
Yeah, bullet hell, man. You get hit once and you're just done. With Sans, you just keep getting hit.
Easy?
Oh shit, are you traumatized? I'm sorry, man. Like, he's clearly, like, just fucking around with you.
No, I'm not traumatized, but holy shit. Man, as soon as you get that ankle bracelet off, you're gonna be one hell of a fucking hero.
I motherfucking hope so. Eliza's like, I was actually hoping that he would go to the damn hospital and be one of those character people, but he doesn't seem to want to do that. And he's like, I'm not good with little kids. Like, I don't know what to do. Do you hold them? do you teach them the alphabet? Like, what do you do? And she's like,
I just want you to know, I took a photo like mid-fight while you were in that last farm, and I sent it to my sister, and she fucking loved it.
Well, does she know the alphabet?
She's like 5.
Does she know the alphabet?
But don't normal 5-year-olds know the alphabet?
I don't know. I don't know these things.
I don't either.
Don't worry, Q. Don't worry about it.
I want to go fight crime. Okay.
Hey, as an actual out of character thing, 5-year-olds don't know the alphabet.
They're supposed to.
That's actually incorrect. I knew the alphabet when I was 2.
I knew when.
Okay, well, most kids learn the alphabet in kindergarten, and most of them are either 5 or turning 5. And I
Axel,
just know children.
Axel, did you not learn the alphabet until you were 5?
I didn't know the alphabet till I was like 6. I'm sorry, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit out here and shame you. Like, I know a lot of kids who like start late on that shit. Like, the alphabet's hard. Your brain is new. The alphabet is hard. Like, I'm not gonna shame you about that shit. So Q like spends a moment going, "Ooh, man, look at this," and like showing you guys stuff. And then at one point he like throws the sand jacket off and he pulls out like this orange pair of pants and he quickly like squeezes into them and then he ties the arm, like it's a jumpsuit, and he ties the arms around his waist and he's like, "Hey!" He's Chell from
Hey!
He's like, "Hey!"
Do the voice? Can you do the voice?
Do I do the voice?
Yeah, do you do the voice?
Okay, here's my impression of Chell.
Ah, you're doing it perfect!
And then he like reaches up and he's like, "Oh wait," and he reaches into the closet and he's got the fucking portal gun and he's like, "Hey, I just now realized that I can turn into this." And he's like staring at the gun. He's like, "I spent $300 on this fucking gun."
There.
Cute.
It's okay.
In my defense, it was before I had superpowers. And he goes and he puts it back up on the thing. He's like, "I'll give that away to somebody." No, I spent $300 on that. I'm keeping it.
Cute. You can turn into that.
Huh?
You can turn into that.
I can.
You can make someone else real happy.
But it's mine.
But okay, fine. It's yours.
It's mine. Maybe when I'm older, but right now it's mine.
You're precious.
Precious. So Q spends like a good 10-15 minutes just like showing you guys the shit in his room. He's got a poster of Final Boss Vagar, and he's like, "Hey, it's that boy, I love this boy." And Eliza's like, "Okay, let's go, Q, we got more of the house to show." And he's like, "Oh, god damn it," and he's all sad.
Aww.
Oh, Mom! Like,
I mean, just a little longer. I mean, I have these shirts for him, and
Spence, like, do you want to just leave the two of them here?
I don't know. I actually kind of want you to see the next scene.
I mean, just Q. I'll be right back. Okay?
I mean, take your time. I'm just gonna sit here.
Just get out all the stuff you want to show us and pile it on
And he immediately runs to the closet and literally just starts like throwing shit out of the closet like one by one. Like, "You guys go. I'll be here. Come back in a bit. I got all this shit."
Oh, okay. Q. Never mind. I'll give this to you when you go back.
Okay. And he just keeps like tossing stuff out, like just the closet. Like, how does that much shit? Like, does he have any clothes in there? Or is it all video game toys and cosplays and shit? And as you guys start to leave, he's like, "I'm just now realizing that I could turn into all of these. I don't need these anymore. I'm the best cosplayer I've ever lived." And he's like screaming that as you guys walk away. He knows you guys are listening, and he's not really saying it for your guys' sake. He's like only now, like a week after he's had these superpowers, only just now realizing that he is now the cosplay master, as long as it's from a video game. And
Like, once we're down the hall and like out of earshot, Dylan's like gonna look at Stretch. It's like, "So how does adoption work?"
I adopt them. There's paperwork.
Alright.
So she takes you guys down the hall. And it looks like you guys are about to head back downstairs, but you guys pass this lavender door. You guys pass this lavender door, and Eliza goes, "Give me a sec, you guys." She knocks gently, waits a second, and you guys don't hear anything, but she lets herself in. And she kind of closes the door, but it's slightly ajar. You look, and as Eliza walks in, you see this room is mostly purple, like old flowery purple wallpaper, but very bare. And there's somebody inside, and if this is one of the live-in rooms where one of the kids lives, there's no toys, there's no nothing special. It's just a bed, a dresser, a lamp, and there's this young girl. And content warning: this is the parent death stuff. She's got this little girl. She's probably about 10, 11. She's got long, flowing black hair, a little bit curly, a little bit wavy on its own. And she's just sitting, huddled up on the bed. You guys see Eliza sit down next to her and lean forward, and the little girl's staring out the window. And she says something. You can't quite hear it. Eliza's talking very quietly. But you don't hear the girl reply. But then you guys hear Eliza go, okay, well, if you need anything, your dad is downstairs, and I'm here, and I have some people if you want to meet them. And the little girl kind of turns her head a little bit and kind of glances at you guys, and her eyes are bright yellow. And she kind of looks like she wants to know. Maggie! She wants to know you guys, but at the same time, like, she just turns her head away almost instantly and is like, and no. Like, she doesn't want to interact. And she doesn't say anything, but Eliza's like, okay, that's fine. And Eliza says something else to this little girl, and the little girl kind of hunches her shoulders up. And so Eliza strokes her hair back and leans forward and gives her a little kiss on the forehead, and then stands back up. And the little girl kind of reaches and takes Eliza's hand and just holds it for a second. And Eliza just stands there holding her hand. And then the little girl lets go, and Eliza rubs her shoulder and then walks back out. And she gently closes the door behind her, and she's like, come on. And she takes you guys back downstairs, and as she's walking, she goes, that's Celia Morano. We just call her Silly. She's Reyes' stepdaughter. They lost her mom last year, and she and Reyes had to move in with us. Silly is very gifted, incredibly gifted, extremely smart, oh, please don't cry. Cheeps knows this character, because it's actually an OC I've had for a long time, so Cheeps knows this character. Silly's very gifted, but she has major challenges with the public school system. She has attention issues, anger issues, and speaking issues. I don't know if you guys could tell, but she doesn't talk, like, at all. She's telepathic. She speaks telepathically. And even in Holland, there's still kind of this stigma, especially in the public school system, where a lot of the parents are telling their kids that powered kids are weird and stay away from powered kids. So Silly does not have a good time in public school. And with the loss of her mom, she's kind of been depressed. Her mom had similar powers to her, and Reyes isn't her dad. He's her stepdad, so she's kind of orphaned right now, in her mind, at least. But she can't go to school, and her mom was homeschooling her before she passed away. We would benefit from an internal education for her, a homeschool teacher who can work with Silly's unique issues. The problem is that takes money, a lot of money. It's a very unique set of skills, and I wouldn't want to underpay anyone who has to work with Silly. Silly's prone to outbursts. She's prone to not speaking, not cooperating. She needs someone who's willing to be patient. And I would pay any amount of money to get her the education she needs because she's so smart. She could do wonderful things for the world, but I don't have those funds with what I currently am given from the government and through the donations that we get. Just hold on. Give Sven a look. So she are they fighting? Gomez has the zoomies. He's being silly. She takes you guys downstairs. She's like, that's just one of the things. Can you open the door to let them out? They're getting all crazy and they could probably benefit from going outside.
Maggie, calm down. Maggie, baby, calm down. I know he's being rough with you, but you need to calm down, okay, Max? Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. No. Oh, God. Hold on while the dogs fight. Go outside. Go outside.
There they go.
There we go.
So Eliza takes you guys downstairs. It's the afternoon. You guys got here about 3:30, and it's about 4:20. Motherfucker Blazer. There, like, literally, that kid that was sitting right there, you guys walk down, and he's like, "Blaze it, Eliza!" And she's like, "Oh shit, it's 4:20. And the kid's like, "Yup," and then goes back to watching TV.
Oh my god.
So like, it's about 4:20. A lot of the high school kids are making their way to the center now, so like the door opens and a whole bunch of kids come walking in, like a little clique of these little LGBT kids.
A clique? Oh my god.
Like just a bunch of little queer kids just come walking in, and they're all, "Hi, Liza," and Liza's like, "Hey, kids." Like, she's obviously team mom, you know, and they all wave, and they wave to you guys like, "Hi, weirdos," and then they go to the common area, and they break out a board game, and they're just going at it. It's you guys watch them for a second, and it's like this, it's similar to Cards Against Humanity, but it's memes.
Oh no.
It's the one where there's a picture of a popular meme, and then you have cards, and you have to caption the picture, and the funniest one wins. I found that fucking thing at Target, and I want it. I want that game. I want the meme game.
No, we're not getting it.
We're getting the meme game. It's hilarious.
We're not getting it.
It's hilarious. We're getting the motherfucking meme game. I actually want to present you guys with some choices. There's someone you can meet here, or you guys can go down in the basement.
Is there a
¿Por
booby
qué
trap
no
in the
los dos?
basement?
Huh?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Well, you're gonna get both.
Okay.
But which one do you want to do first?
Here first, because upon seeing all of these children enter this door, Duke is not going to be able to contain himself, and he's going to try and run over there and be like, "Hi, hello people, hello."
Okay, so Cheeps votes for here. What do you vote? Basement or basement? Okay, what about you guys?
Here.
I think I vote the main floor too.
Okay, so main floor. Just by majority vote. Cool, I gotta change the music again. Yeah, change the music again. So Duke is like, "Oh my god, wiggle, 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 wiggle," and he goes up, and the kids are like, "Oh my god, a dog!" And they just like start like, "Oh my god, this fucking dog is so cute!" And someone goes, "What's his name?"
His name is Duke.
"Oh my god, his name is Duke!"
He knows tricks.
"Oh, you know, sit."
And he sits.
"Oh," and they all like start screaming. They're just like, they know a dog can sit, but like it's a bunch of kids who just had a shitty day at school. Like, this motherfucking dog. Oh my god. And so they're like, "Oh my fucking god, the dog." They're all interested in the dog. The door suddenly busts open, and this tall black girl comes in. She's probably about 17, 18, older years. And content warning, this is the bullied young child section. She comes in and she's got this little kid in her arms. Kid's probably like 9 or 10.
A small kid.
A little baby.
Oh.
He's like huddled against her and she's holding him up. And she's like, I got you. And he turns his head a little bit as they come in, and he's got a big old bruise on his forehead. And the girl runs over and sets him down in the kitchen, and Eliza's like, oh shit, hold on. And she runs to the kitchen with them, and Reyes and Squeaker kind of move out of the way, and they've got like a pile of sandwiches going. They're working. They rolled for sandwich and they got like a 20. And they kind of like scoot out of the way, and Eliza reaches up on top of the fridge and pulls down a first aid kit, and she goes over and the girl sits the little boy on the counter, and she's like, Weston, I'm gonna start walking you home myself. You wait at the office until I come to get you from now on, okay? And she's talking to him, and she's starting to clean him up, and she's doing this with one hand, and as you guys watch, it becomes obvious this is her only hand. She only has one arm. Eliza kind of sighs and gives the little boy a big mom hug. She goes, oh, I'm glad you're okay, Wes. We'll call the school in a little bit. And she turns to the girl and she's like, what happened, Stevie? And Stevie turns and she mutters and she's like, the fucking bullies again. Fucking, ugh, she's all mad about it. And she's like, and Eliza kind of sighs and she's like, all right, well, thank you, baby girl. She ruffles Wes's head a little bit, like, you're good, kid, we got you. And he nods. Why did I write down trio? There's more than 3 of you. Whatever. Eliza turns to you guys. And she kind of holds her hands out a little bit. She walks up and she holds her hand out a little bit. And she's like, there are a lot of kids in need in the city. Powered kids, kids from minorities, gay and trans kids, kids with mental illnesses and disorders. I want to help the ones who need the help. They're our future. It's all we can do to give them all the tools to succeed. We don't get nearly enough funding, though. Kids gotta eat, they gotta go to school, they gotta get new clothes every year, they gotta get their shots and checkups, and that's not counting the therapy and transition coverage that we need for our shelter kids. And she points at Wes, and she's like, he needs transition coverage. The mayor's done everything she can to allocate the funds, but there's a city to run too. Oh, the fucking dog. Duke barks at everybody. He gets too excited and he barks at somebody. This place runs on government funds and donations. You've seen what we need. We'd appreciate any help here.
Hey, Sven. So...
Who's crying? Somebody crying?
No.
No.
Okay. Thought I heard crying. I was about to be like, God damn it, I tried not to do this!
I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's just
Okay.
allergies.
Oh, allergies. Alright.
Okay.
So Sven's like, do you want me to cut the check here, or would you like me to wait?
The thing about this stuff is it's a very fluid nature. Like, I would need you here to help, like, as I'm getting the quotes and the estimates so we can work down costs and figure out exactly how much everything's going to cost, because just a blank, like, $1,000 check, yeah, but,
I got Sven's like, I got you. Just let me know if you want to just go into your office later and we can talk about what you want funded and what the things are needed, or if you just want me to give you some checks right now and we can talk about it later. Just, that's all I want to know. If you want to do this now, or do you want to do it later?
We'll go to my office later and we'll have a talk.
Hey, Stretch. So I was taking notes on some of the stuff that, just to start off with, you could use. So I've got matching furniture in the kitchen.
Oh, we don't need matching furniture in this house.
Let me. All right, just stretch.
This house is gonna be queer as these kids. Like, come on.
So like
They like it. It's
You
itchy.
get a $1,000 gift card to Goodwill.
Yeah, something. Some more art supplies, an art supply room, maybe some new musical instruments. Your LGBT section in the movies and the books needs desperate help. I mean,
That's not your fault. I got everything that isn't sad.
oh.
Yeah, that didn't really seem like that was a.
He just like deletes on his phone.
There's not that much good LGBT content that I want to show these kids.
Do you think the kids could benefit from some computers, some laptops? I mean, I see that you've got a bunch that are high school age, so...
You know what? I didn't even think about that. They usually bring their own, but now that you say that, a couple of our live-in kids could probably enjoy that, and at least a couple of public ones.
Yeah, of course. And then, if any of that stuff...
They're playing.
They're chasing each other. If any of that stuff breaks, drop it by our center. I'll be happy to fix it up for you.
Oh, are you the fucking tech support over here?
Yeah, the fucking tech support.
Hey.
That's what I did before I was doing this. So,
Suits you, football jock.
I mean, there's more
Football guy 2017.
There's... Fuck, I need to change my name. So... The bathroom and the pipes, definitely. You need new piping through your whole system.
I want to work on necessities first. So, like, if all we can afford is to do the pipes, I just want to do the pipes.
If we're talking about necessity first, we gotta talk about silly.
Yeah. But it's all the things in the world if you can educate, but then you can't shower.
Yeah, true.
So, it is important that she gets her education, but if we can only get the pipes done, then I will find, like, for now, it's just been me and Reyes helping her, and we're good. I know how to work with her, and Reyes knows how to work with her, but I got a center to run. I got a city to help. I can't be here all the time, and Reyes has to cook for the kids. He's basically always in the kitchen. That's why he actually brought in his own fridge. That fridge, she puts the stainless steel one. She's like, that one's his.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, he brought it from his house, so.
So Sven, what do you think?
I think I'll talk to Stretch about it in her office.
Cool.
He's got a point. She walks you guys through a little bit. She gives Wes a little kiss on the owie just to help it feel better, and he leans forward and gives her a little hug. And she walks you guys past. Does Duke come with you guys, or does he stay with the kids?
I mean, he is in hug heaven with these kids.
He's just like, I'm good. I'll be good. Go.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah, more or less.
She leads you guys downstairs, and it opens up into, it's kind of a maze downstairs. So you guys walk down, you get to the bottom, it's the basement. Excuse me. And there's like one room, and then you see it turns the corner, and then there's more rooms around the corner. And the first room is like a second living room. So there's a couple of couches and a TV and like the washer and dryer and just a little setup and stuff. But there's like the big aluminum foil pipe, the insulation, I would say. You know what I'm talking about. The big ugly thing that I just...
Are you talking about the furnace?
No.
What?
Is that the furnace? Or the HVAC?
Water heater?
No, not the heater. The big aluminum... Look at the picture!
I'm looking. Are you talking about the air vents?
The tube!
The air vents.
That's the air vent.
That's the HVAC?
That's the HVAC.
Okay, so the HVAC. It's like sticking out. And, it's kind of a little bit like not as much money went into this section. And as she takes you around the corner, you guys see that this is kind of like where a couple of the older live-in kids' bedrooms are. Eliza's bedroom is down here. Reyes sleeps down here. He's got his own little. He took like the smallest bedroom. He doesn't really need very much space. He's usually in the kitchen anyway.
He took the closet.
Basically, he just took like. Is there somewhere for me to sleep? Good. That's all I need. There's a couple of bathrooms down here. But it's obviously like not as well. Like, there's not a lot of money put down here. And it's probably because these the kids live down here, and then the employees, they know that, like, it's more important for the younger kids to get the better stuff and to have a better time. And so they have forfeited, they put all their money into the main floor, basically. So she kind of shows you guys around. There's a couple of cute pride flags hanging on the walls and stuff. And she just walks you guys through, gives you a little tour, and she's like, this is what we have to work with. I'm the only LGBT center in Holland, and I'm one of 2 powered kid centers in Holland. When we made the centers, they were actually considering only having 1 powered kid center. But the population of powered people in Holland is higher than the rest of the world because it's a safe haven. But because more powered people are coming here, that's a minority. There's people who need a safe place, even in a place like Holland. Like, there's still gay-specific bars in San Francisco where being gay is, like, the best thing in San Francisco. There's still people who are going to hurt you. And you need your sense of community, and so I'm one of 2 powered kid centers and the only LGBT center. I don't have the space that I need for these kids. Like, I love this house, and she holds her hands up and she looks around. She's like, I love this house. I'm eternally grateful for the mayor for giving us this house. But I need more space. We could do with like a guest house in the back or something, or just, I have all that yard, and she kind of points like towards the backyard. Like, you guys are in the basement, but she knows exactly where the backyard is. And she points, she's like, I have all that space back there. I have all the space on the front. I've got acres for this place, but I don't have, like, land means nothing if there's not shelter on that land. We would benefit so. And I'm saying this as 4:22. Damn, 2 minutes ago and it would have been blaze it. Oh, perfect timing, almost. So she kind of like, she just like shrugs. She's like, money would help. I just want to give these kids the best chance that they can have, being queer, being powered and queer like me. And she high fives Dylan. But yeah, that's the center, and we could really use all the help we could get. So yeah.
Hey, so Sven, this list that I've got going on my phone, I'm gonna send it over to you so you can have it and you can talk it over with Stretch. And you guys should go to her office.
I mean, you can go right ahead.
Yeah? Okay. So there's like, I know this house in my head. I don't have the diagrams out, but I know this house in my head, and I know everybody that's in here. Do any of you want to like go on your own little separate missions to go look, or go talk to anyone, or do anything specific? What do you want to do, Dylan?
Me?
You nodded.
I've got to go catch up with Quentin.
You gonna go catch up with that boy? That boy! Anybody else got anything specific they would like to do?
Ethel's gonna go out, walk around the outside.
The outside?
Yeah, kind of just see
Let me write this
trees and shit.
I might join you on that one, because Thorn has been inside for a little too long.
Oh.
And should probably go outside for a bit.
I'm feeling a little claustrophobic.
Getting a little claustrophobic.
Usagi, do you have anything you want to do?
I'm gonna go walk outside too. This place is so big, it looks like it'd be fun to run around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sven, do you have
Walk.
Sven, do you have anything you want to do?
No, he just wants to go in our office and talk business.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna group Usagi, Excellent Thorn together, and then I'm gonna do Dylan, and then I'm gonna do Sven. Just to pad some time and do some character stuff. So Usagi, Excellent Thorn are like, oh, so it sounds like an amazing idea right now, and you guys all walk outside. The lot is so big. She's got at least 4 or 5 acres. And it's just grass. Like, the nearest house is also like a little Victorian house, but it's far. Are you okay? Just ouchie butt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of thirsty too, but I have my drink right here. The cups are in the dishwasher because I just did dishes. But it, like, the nearest house is like little because it's so far away. She's got, like, the back end of the house, there's a good, like, a huge portion of yard, and then real thick forest, like the clusters of trees.
I love it.
Ooh.
And the really tall ones, you know, like kind of like the ones at the golf course a lot. And they're just thick and dark, but like cool. And there you can see like a couple of kids like inside the woods, and they're obviously fucking LARPing because they're just bored. They're LARPing
Oh my god.
in the woods. And if you guys look closer, one of them is he's got a little vest, like a windbreaker, and little shorts and little sneakers and a blue hat. And the other one has this super cute hot pink sweater and a headband and a cute little skirt. And under her arm she has a huge pig plushie. And
That's amazing.
what? Different Mabel?
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids are fucking LARPing Gravity Falls in the woods. And, they look over at you guys, and they're like, oh, and they run deeper into the woods. Like, they're clearly embarrassed, but, like, they're having fun anyway. And behind them, a good, like 50 feet, you guys see this, triangular pinata on the ground. And it's had the shit beaten out of it. Like, these kids did an elaborate LARP. Like,
Why has this triangle been murdered?
Triangles are the most evil shape known to this country.
But why this triangle? It's got an eye on it.
and a hat.
And a hat.
Yeah. Well, you see, a lot of kids try to dress up triangles as like a rite of passage. I know I did it when I was younger. And
Like, Usagi, didn't you do the triangle?
yeah, you didn't do the triangles?
No. I mean,
Oh, we gotta fix that.
Are you from this earth if you haven't even done the triangle? Usagi, Becca's giving me the so
I know my triangle was dressed up like an astronaut, and I beat the ever-loving shit out of it.
so these trees are huge, and the kids like take off fucking running, and fuck it, like farther back from the triangle, you see one of the tall kids fucking running towards these kids, and he's got like a tux on and a red hat, and you hear him go, wait for me. Why are you guys running? Stop running! I'm too old. and you hear, like, in the woods, the kids go, "You're 18!" What now? I'm 70-something right now. And then you just hear bickering. Like, they just start fucking fighting in the middle of the woods. But, like, Eliza wasn't kidding. She has acres to this place. There's enough room for, like, 4 or 5 houses back here. Like, there could probably be, like, a pool. There's a trampoline, for sure. There's a trampoline in the backyard. Oh, big-ass trampoline. And it's got, like, the tent thing, like, the net around it because Eliza fears for her babies. She's like, please don't get hurt. Please, for the love of God, don't get hurt. I love you so much. Please don't get hurt. And then the kids who are playing Frisbee, they're now playing Frisbee in the air. They're both levitating a good 30, 40 feet off the ground, throwing the Frisbee at each other. Having a grand old time. So yeah, is there any part of this place you guys want to explore? There's the forest, there's kids playing Frisbee, the trampoline, anywhere you want to go.
Usagi's gonna go check out that trampoline.
Oh yeah, and it's good too. She got like the industrial strength trampoline, so even your heavy ass couldn't break it. Like, and there's chalk on it, like someone drew on the black part with chalk, and you guys look at it, and it is obviously Stretch's face. And you guys, as you guys think about it, you're like, oh, Stretch, trampoline, it's stretchy. Like, someone was obviously pulling a prank. Yeah, kids are hilarious.
I'm gonna jump on this thing.
Okay, Usagi, you get on that?
I'm gonna get on that.
Do you want to increase your density? Lower your density?
I'm gonna lower my density. This will be fun.
Okay, so, you hop on there, and you bounce, and you go fucking flying up in the air, and the kids who are floating with the Frisbee go, oh God, look out! Can you roll me plus danger?
Let's see if I break my ass today, guys. Oh shit.
So they say look out, and you turn and you catch the Frisbee in your mouth like a dog.
Axel takes a picture.
Do you take a picture or do you record the
I was gonna say, yeah, record it for Snapchat.
Yeah, it's on my Snapchat story and on my Instagram too.
Hey Axel, what's your Snapchat?
I have to think of something. I'm sorry. Robocrimes.
Robocrimes, there you go.
That's also his Tumblr.
So you yeet it back, you throw it back.
Yeet it back.
So you throw it back and the kids are like, good catch! And they go back to playing Frisbee. Thorn, Axel.
Wipe the edge off first.
What?
They wipe the edge off on one of their shirts first.
Yeah, they catch it and they're like, thanks! And just like rub it off real quick and then go back. And then the other kid doesn't catch the Frisbee, they throw it to each other, and then like the other kid like doesn't catch the Frisbee and is like, let's go find something else to play with. But like you're not watching when that happens, Usagi. Like they aren't trying to be like, ew, people germs. It's like you put your mouth on it and you didn't mean to, but like still like your mouth got on it. And they're like, I'm good. So they go find something else to do. Axel, Thorn, do you guys have anything specific you want to check out? No pressure. If you just want to keep wandering, you can.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna keep wandering.
I'm done with wandering
I'll
too.
laugh at that, but
You just gonna keep going on your little gay walk on the beach.
Our nature walk.
Yeah, nature walk. I like long walks on Eliza's property. So yeah, and so she's got a beautiful property, and you guys can totally see this place being an amazing center if she had more funding. Dylan!
Hey!
Hey! Hold on, let me check She's gonna be sick. Dylan, after Eliza's tour, you head back upstairs.
I don't just head back upstairs. I run up those stairs.
You bolt up those stairs. No, Max. No, you don't go up. Yeah, okay.
It's like, I keep my buddy waiting long enough. And I did the full tour, and now I've got to catch up with Q. Because I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm waiting for weeks to show him. Well, a week. He went shopping, and he got like a whole bunch of game shirts for him.
So you walk in there. Mm-hmm. Do you knock or do you just bust in that door?
No, I knock.
I mean, the door's a little bit open.
Okay. Quentin! And then hey, I'm back.
You walk into the room, and Quentin is not standing there. Gladys is kind of attached to the ceiling. And he's like, boo.
Legit, Dylan would have like looked around the room, would have seen Gladys, would have registered Gladys is there, and like fallen backwards on himself.
Oh my god.
Sure, he tells Quentin that he's not
Traumatized.
but no,
A little bit.
just a little bit.
And Quentin's like, and turns back into Quentin. And he's like, gotcha!
You little shit, come here.
Oh shit! And he like runs away.
And then Dylan is just like playfully chasing him, catches him, ruffles his hair.
Ah! Fuck, let me go! Uncle!
Alright, lets him go.
No, Gomez, get down! Fine, as long as you sit still.
He's
Oh.
gonna wiggle.
Nope, getting in the lap. Okay, hi Gomez. Oh, hi puppy. Hi puppy. Oh my god. Sorry, my dog is here.
You can hear that snort from next week.
Good
From
lord.
next week. So in TC or in HGT, y'all are gonna hear a pug next week.
Oh,
so
shit.
Can be here.
Oh shit.
We're not doing next week though, right? 'Cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
Easter.
you know what I mean.
But 8th.
The 8th.
Gotcha.
Good catch.
So you punk on this little dumbass, this little jerk. Gomez. Hi puppy. Damn. He's being needy right now because I'm watching a different dog, and he's like, no, you need to pet me. And
Yeah.
So Key's like, what'd you get me? You said something about presents?
Hell fucking yeah. Look, man. I hope it's not too forward or nothing, but I just want to make sure that you're looked after. So I kind of went overboard with the shopping, but hopefully you like some of these. I mean, if you don't, that's fine too. We'll just take them back.
Just give them to me.
Here. And then he gives Quentin a bag that is like stuffed with shirts.
Quentin opens it like a kid on fucking Christmas and just starts pulling out all the shirts and looking at him, and he's like, oh, ooh, how'd you even find this one? Ooh. Gomez is like tilting his head as I do this. And he's like, he grabs all the shirts and he like holds them to his face, like squishes his cheeks, and he goes, I love these shirts. And he just like tears his shirt off and then puts like 2 of the shirts on. And he's like, I know you can't see the one underneath, but I like both of these shirts and I can't decide. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he gets like jokingly choked up to hide the fact that he's trying not to get choked up. You know, he's like, thank you very much for the shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And he holds his hand out and he touches your shoulders with like his fingertips, and he's like, I appreciate you, Dylan, whatever the fuck your last name is.
I appreciate you too, Quentin. Whatever the fuck. I don't know your last name.
I don't know yours though. I'm not joking.
Yeah, that I don't want you to.
Oh well, I'm gonna look your ass up on what, LinkedIn.
No, I've got this fucking mess. You don't know me.
Did you just see how I turned into a computer?
Yeah.
And I had computer facial recognition. Like, just take the mask off, and I know who the fuck you are, bitch.
Oh, I gotta get that. What is it? Asymmetrical. Here, and then he
the cyber hacker,
back, and then all of a sudden his mask is asymmetrical.
Jesus!
So then it doesn't do the facial recognition anymore.
And Quentin's like, I'm a person right now, you dumbass. Gomez! Oh god, get him down. He's gonna start eating your cookies. Gomez!
Get down from there. Hey, let's get you out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get
him out of here.
Yeah, yes. Come on.
Oh my god.
It's so hard to get him out. And just like
he's like
him from his space.
He's so staying solid.
He's all no. I'm part of this game too.
Get down. Thank you.
Grandparents' dog is
This
smooth.
pug needs a character sheet. He keeps trying to play with us.
Yeah, he's like, look, I got a character. His name's Gomez. He's a bug. He can talk.
He's an NPC.
He's an NPC. So Quentin's like got two of the shirts on, and he's like, ooh. And he like opens the collar of the first shirt to look down at the second shirt. Like, I love both of these. I love all of them. How many did you give me? Like 18? I love all of them. This is the most presents.
Like that.
This is the most presents I've ever had in my whole fucking life.
Well, like I said, you're gonna get some more.
No. Listen. I think you misheard me.
Huh?
These are the most presents that I've ever gotten, ever, like collectively. Ever. This one round of presents is more presents than I've gotten in my whole life.
Dude, that's messed up.
That's why I moved in with Eliza.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna be a great mom.
She even gives me an allowance, which is why she's mad at me for buying video games. But
so, like, about that allowance, Dylan like gets his wallet out and then just casually slips this kid some money.
Quentin like reaches over and takes your credit card and goes, "Thank you."
No, he like takes his credit card back. It's like, I am too broke for that.
Did he take Dylan's regular credit card or the one that Sven gave buddy?
He just takes a credit card. He doesn't know. He just takes one.
You're funny, kid. You're funny.
Ooh, that feedback.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not you.
Oh.
Whose feedback is that?
Hello.
It just gives him the cash in his wallet, which is probably like $40. $220s.
You give him $40?
Yeah.
And he's like, this is going to Pokemon. You know that, right?
Which Pokemon? Depends.
And he like thinks about it and he's like, Omega Ruby.
I mean, that's a good choice.
It is a good choice. I have the Alpha Sapphire, but I'm a Groudon bitch.
Who's your starter?
To Google.
Mudcaps. No, I don't need Google. I know the starters. And he's like memes, Mudcaps.
You would.
I would, because I love. Look at me, Dylan. Look at me. Look me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes.
I'm looking at your little eyes.
All your base art belong to us, motherfucker. I love memes. I will do anything for a meme. I would die for a meme. I almost did.
You did almost die for a meme. Yeah.
I would die for a meme.
Well,
would you, Dylan? The real question here is, would you die for a meme?
Probably.
Because I'll kill you for a meme.
I mean, you almost did, buddy.
Hey!
Okay, so just pick a day. I don't know what your schedule like. It is, so pick a day. We'll get together.
Thirst Wednesday. Thirst Wednesday.
Thirst Wednesday?
Thirst Wednesday.
Is that between Thursday and Wednesday?
No, it's between Wednesday and Friday.
Oh, okay.
But also, like, right after Saturday.
This is a meme, isn't it?
No, it's not. I'm just fucking with you, my man.
Come here! And, like, so, yeah, I'm gonna come over. We'll go shopping on the internet. And once your
I love the internet.
and once your ankle bracelet comes off, we'll go shopping for real.
Yes! Yes! I love it! I love it. I love money. I should have robbed the bank before you guys stalked me.
No.
But money!
No.
Eliza could use the money!
Hey,
I could
about
use
that.
money.
Our boy, one of our teammates, Silver.
You got 4 of them.
What?
You got 4 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them. 4 of them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
So
I'm gonna kill you for the meme.
The other tall one with black and white hair. He's flush.
I'm gay. I can't do math. How many teammates do you have?
I mean, Dylan's like counting on.
Okay, now we're done with that. Okay. So you got the tall, the dude with the big face.
Quentin, I'm gay too. I don't know how to math. I mean, I know how to do
Okay,
science.
so you're gay, I'm gay, we can't math. If we work together, okay, so I can like do 50% math, and if you can do 50% math, if we work together, we can count how many teammates you have.
Silverwind?
I need abacus.
God,
Who the fuck is Sven Silverwind?
that's the dude.
That's
with
the
black and
gayest
white hair.
name. Like literally gayest name.
I don't know his orientation. He might be. And then
He's
there's
fancy.
the little Asian boy. His name's Usagi. He's Japanese.
Okay, so
then
Usagi.
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 God damn it.
And then
Silverwind. Ooh, he must have a real easy time with his hero name. And then who's the plant person?
that's Thorn. In this house, we love Thorn.
In this house, we love Thorn. Okay.
And respect Thorn. Oh,
And then
I drink respect Thorn juice.
Not even there. My heart's melting.
And then you got my boy Axel, who
Axel.
is part.
That sounds like a gas name, like a name for a gasoline.
I mean,
Axel walks by the window. It was.
Quentin slows the window open. They're on the 2nd floor, and he yells, "Are you named after motherfucking gasoline? Who did this to you? I'll kill them for the memes."
I'm named after gas because I be running.
Quentin like stares at you.
He does finger guns. Just from across, like he's like a good bit away. And he's just, yeah, he does the double finger gun.
oh, Quentin, don't encourage him. Get back in here.
Quentin looks at you, and he turns, and he's doing the finger guns too. He obviously just did finger guns back at Axel, and he's like, "Encourage who? Gas
Dylan
guy?"
just like cracks up laughing.
Oh, and he goes back out the window. Hey, if you are on the freeway and you're driving, and someone's being really slow, and you have to go around them, is it called passing gas?
It is now, actually. Oh my god.
Quentin is like having the day of his life.
Dylan just like falls on Quentin's bed and just like is cracking up.
Hey, I got a new motherfucking Metal Gear Solid character for ya. It's Gas Snake. That's you, buddy. Hey everybody, look, it's Gas Snake.
God, I hate you.
Quentin, you're out of control.
I'm out of control. I don't care. Shit's funny. Who names their kid
I'm
Gas?
a character turn into me.
And he just turns into Gladys again.
Ah!
I love your mom! I'm your mom! I named you Gas because I'm your mom! He's clearly like having a manic moment. He's just having too much fun. He's just ribbing on Axel. And like everybody can hear them, like the Dipper, Mabel, and Grunkle Stan kids are all just like, the fuck is going on? Is it that weird villain kid again?
When Quentin is done with that, and when he looks back into his room, Dylan's just like on the floor, like mildly frightened by Gladys.
Dude, Dude, like, I'm even the little one. Why are you still freaking out? Like, this is the mini Gladys. You got the full size. Do you want the full size Gladys?
No.
You want the full size? And he starts to get, like, a little bit bigger. Like, you want the full size Gladys? I'll give you the full size. I will kill you for the meme, Dylan.
100%. I don't know why I'm still scared. But, yeah, please turn back.
Turn back?
Please.
Turn back. And he turns back into Quentin. He's just fucking with you.
My heart.
My little palpitations. I'm too old for this shit. You say as a 25-year-old.
Suddenly Duke is right there, like, you okay?
I smell heart palpitations.
I smell them.
Shh, you listen. You hear that? You smell that? It's gas! Hey! I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Alright,
Sorry.
so, do you need anything else for right now? If not, I'm gonna probably get back with my team.
Your soul.
You're hilarious, Quentin. Just, like, gives him a light shove.
And he grabs your arm like, no, I want your soul. Dark Souls! Hey! And he fucking dabs so hard.
Out of control. Here, give me a hug.
And he like stopped. He looks like he's broke. Like a hug.
Yeah, a hug. No, he like brings him in and like gives him a good hug. Oh yeah, shut up.
Eliza, help! Please! I'm being crushed to death by this football jockey. Eliza's like, shut the fuck up, Quentin.
Alright, lets him go. It's like, alright, you have my number.
Do I?
Anything you do.
What's your number? 420 69 69. I got it. Bam! In my address book.
I thought you were gonna say 11.
11, 11, 12, 13.
I would die. Especially if it was Sven saying that. I would die.
Oh my god. So he has your fucking number and he's just fucking rubbing on you. But he looks a lot happier now that he's here.
Alright, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
I'm done.
Sven, you're hanging out with Liza, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume so.
I would hope so.
She waits for everybody to go off into their own separate rooms, and she takes you downstairs to her room. There's a bed in the corner, but like the rest of the room is dedicated to being her office. Basically, there's a big desk, a bunch of filing cabinets, a computer. Wow, that is one way to stutter. I did Quentin for too long. He's got an actual stutter, and I did Quentin for too long. But she walks you in and she sits you down and she pulls up and she opens a document on the computer, and she's like, I feel like I was a little bit too forward with telling you that I needed basically a large sum of money and that I didn't want you to write a check. I apologize.
Sven says, he's like, he says as he's getting out his checkbook and like starting to fill it out.
No, listen, I don't want this. She like puts a hand on the checkbook and she's like, I don't want this to be like I don't want this to just be a money relationship. I want you, with all my, all the people who donate, I want them to know where the money is going and how it's helping us out. I want you to understand, like, in a very intimate way, what your, where your money goes, who you help out, how you help out. Before we do numbers, I want to cover with you, like, what's your budget for this, honestly, and don't give me a large amount just because that you're sitting here facing me and I'm the face of these kids and everything. I don't want you to give me a large amount just because you feel bad for these kids. I want you to give me an honest number that you think you could donate. that would leave you with a livable amount of money. Like, you can still have your lifestyle, but yeah.
I don't want to sound very cliche or cool about this, but there is no limit. I am accumulating wealth all the time. And when I was given my inheritance, $1 billion, I can't feasibly spend that myself. So
I understand.
There's essentially no limit. And I get that you don't want just a money relationship with me, and that's great. But there's nothing else I can give these kids.
A role model.
I don't think any of them should take after me.
Well, listen.
I'm not great.
Listen, Sven. Nobody starts out great. Nobody starts out good. But nobody starts out bad. I don't know you personally. I'm sure Marcus knows more of your life story than I do. But by being a hero, by coming here, by donating money to these kids, and you haven't mentioned anything about, you haven't asked for if this is worthy of a tax write-off. So you obviously don't care about keeping your wealth. Like, you come off as cold, you come off as quiet. I can see that about you. You're very unattached from the world around you, and that's understandable. I can tell that things have happened in your life. I've seen, I do therapy for these kids. I can tell by somebody's demeanor how their life has gone up until the point that I'm currently speaking to them. Like, I can tell things have gone sour in your life, but inside of you there is still a role model. Anyone who's willing to help is a role model to these kids. You may not feel that way now, you may not feel that way in the future, but Marcus told me how you guys have been doing. I watched you help out. You're on a good path to being a role model. I would like to see you happy and helping. I want to see you be a good dude one day, you know? And I sincerely believe you have that in you. You may not feel that way now, but I hope you feel that way sometime in the future.
Well, if you feel that way, I don't mind putting forth hours. I don't do a whole lot in my spare time between this and
Marcus tells me you do clothes? You make clothes?
Yeah, I've been known to sew a few things.
One of the hero tailors actually just retired. Do you think you can maybe start getting into the Edna mode business? Or maybe, if that's too big of a step for you, Quentin definitely needs some kind of special outfit for his bullshit. Because that boy's been in I don't know how his clothes stay on his body.
I don't understand half of what he says. Like, I really don't.
I'm not talking about listening to him fucking make memes. I'm talking about just keeping him from being naked. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how his clothes stay on his body when he shapeshifts, but they don't come back in the same state that he changes with them in. Like, they start out clean, he shapeshifts to something, he turns back into Quentin, and for some reason they're fucking dirty or bloody, or they look like I feel like his clothes go to a different dimension. Like, one time he shapeshifted, and the graphic on his shirt was like, it was like a rainbow or something. It was like a little cute little iconographic rainbow. He shapeshifted, came back, it was a pentagram. It was a rainbow pentagram, but it was a motherfucking pentagram. Like,
that sounds vaguely concerning.
Everything about Quentin is concerning, but like the kids, I feel like the kid does something to his clothes, And like I feel like he purposefully changed just to change the rainbow into a fucking pentagram. Like he knows how to do it, and he just doesn't want to give us the secret because he wants it to be like a year-long prank. That's the kind of person this kid is. I've quickly grown. I know all his tricks at this point. I've known him for fucking a week, and I know everything about him. He's a little shit ass.
I can see why him and Dylan get along.
So.
Damn!
She points at you, Sven, and she goes, "Motherfucking burn." Just a burn right there. I'm gonna tell Dylan you said that.
You can go right ahead.
I'm just kidding. Calm down. Damn, Marcus was right about your guys' pissing contest. Jeez.
I want to be on record as saying I didn't start it.
I'm not a record player, so like I'm not a stenographer or nothing. I'm just saying. Y'all got a pissing contest that's viewable from the damn satellites. So like maybe one of your projects, like with like volunteer hours, maybe something that can withstand dimensional travel, just something to work on. Maybe you and Dylan could do the project together and get over yourselves.
Like I want to go on record and say,
I don't care about the record. Shut up about the fucking record. Who cares? I don't care who started it. I'm ending it. She's like, I'm a mom.
She's mom.
I'm a mom. I don't care. Stop fighting. Stop it. For your own sake and for my sake. If you guys fight again, I'm coming to your damn warehouse, beating shit out of both of you. No, I'm not. I'm putting you all in the corner. Y'all go to timeout.
So Sven like just changes the subject. Like, so normally when I make big contributions like this, the only stipulation I have is for my name to be on it. But this time I don't want my name on it. I would. I'm not ashamed of helping, but I've got somebody who's paying attention to my finances. He can't do anything, but I'm afraid if he finds out what I'm helping with, you guys will have issues.
So we actually have protocol for this. If you do it through the check, I have the account under a specific name that is not the name we call this place. So it won't show up as Eliza Rothschild, which is my name. It won't show up under my name, so he can't research me. And it won't show up as the LGBT Center, so he won't be able to look that up either. It'll show up as an NHI organization. And the thing is, NHI is not Googleable. We don't have a website. So he can't look us up there either.
Is it customizable, perhaps?
What would you want to customize it to?
You know what? I'll think about it and send that information along. Donating large amounts of money to something that sounds very obscene really pisses me off, and that is something that I really enjoy hearing about. So.
Oh, so you want to send $100,000 to like 6969 Dildo Street, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It sounds like something that he would yell at me on the phone for 2 hours about.
Yeah, here we go. 6969 Dildo Street. There we go. She like writes it down. What?
So you've got all this land, right? Would you be against just building another facility?
I would be everything but against it. Like I said, we don't have enough space for most of the people who come here, and there's new homeless kids on the street every damn day. Even in Holland, it's hard to keep them off the streets, and homeless shelters alone are overfilled. But the thing with Powered Kids, They need specific medical aid. They need specific diets. And a lot of them usually need a lot of food because not only are they going through puberty, they're acquiring their powers, and that alone requires a lot of calories. So, like, just the space, like, having new space alone and being able to put them somewhere else, that would help a lot. It would give everybody else some breathing room. I could probably get another kitchen, hire another chef, because God knows Reyes is tired of making sandwiches all the damn time. He tries to put vegetables in them, and I'm like, he makes a bitchin' pot roast. I tell you that, makes a bitchin' pot roast. We got him one of those big crock pots, big ass crock pot for the day before Thanksgiving, and he made like 200 pounds of stew. It was good stew. 200 pounds. Yeah, I want a cask of pot roast.
A butler?
Well, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure the new facility would probably take a lot longer than we all would like, because it needs to be specific to every single need.
Yeah.
That any of the kids. So I guess we'll have to.
Well, it doesn't.
Get together again and
She puts
talk about it.
She puts a hand up. She's like, it doesn't necessarily have to. I have made do with a 120-year-old house. And she like holds her hands up and she's like, this house, I barely done any renovations to it. What? You can't, that's the face. What's that face?
I have an idea.
Do you want to tell me or you want me to finish?
No, you finish.
Okay. She's like, I've made do with a normal house. It's not the bones of the house that matter. Like, a normal house will do just fucking fine. It's the stuff I put in the house. Like, the type of couches, the type of food, the type of flooring. That shit is what matters. So, it's not gonna, it wouldn't be an extra amount of time because we have to design, and I don't know, dimension traveling resistant walls or shit like that. Like, I just need shit that's good against, shit that's good for fireproofing, probably some better noise cancellation, because God knows teenagers. Lord knows teenagers.
Well, I was thinking more.
Like, she gives you like a traumatized look. Like, I've had so many fucking teenagers. I don't want to have teenagers.
She looks like she's seen the wars.
Yeah, she has heard the wars. That's what's happened.
Sounds like I understand. Like, most of the time spent on developing probably wouldn't be more for like phase-proof walls. Probably be more for designage, space, like getting the most out of your square footage.
Yeah.
You know, all of that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we'll get together and start drawing up the plans for that, and maybe one of these upcoming days mean you could head down to the what those people called to make houses? Contractor. We'll go to a contractor's office and
I've got people. Oh,
you've got people? Okay, your people can talk to my people. I don't know why she has got a fucking Brooklyn accent, but she does. She does now. This is what Stretch sounds like. She's like, your people can talk to my people. We'll get something together.
Yeah. Well, Dylan will be very correct. I won't hear the end of it if I don't leave you with some checks anyway. So he just continues writing out his checkbook, and he writes one and like $10,000, and then writes two more, but they're both blank. He just gives all three of them to her.
She like looks at it. She's like, God damn, this is the most money I've ever seen in my life.
Well, enjoy it.
What's my Sven? You can't give me a fucking blank check. What's my budget here?
Well,
I know you're gonna say I can't spend all of it because it's an impossible amount of money. But and yeah, one person can't spend however much money. You said $1 billion? Yeah, one person can't. But I got a center. I got 20, 30 people here every day. That could eat up a bunch of... I know not a billion, but like...
Well, how about this? The $10,000 should probably be able to cover a lot of the maintenance you require and other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just, there's no date on those other 2 checks.
Okay.
Just keep them in your drawer.
And if the need arises...
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Sven, you're a total fucking sweetheart. I sincerely appreciate you coming and helping me out. Like, this is the best day of life. I'm gonna treat these motherfucking kids to some ice cream today. In your name.
Like a good idea.
In your name. You know what? Actually, you know what? And she opens her computer and she types in like the really nice pizza place in town, and she's like, well, they don't close till 9. Let's go get pizza.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sounds good. So she goes upstairs, and she's already like she's got Uber open on her phone, and she's getting the Uber XL, the vans, and she's like, hey, everybody, pack shit, going to pizza, all of us. She goes upstairs, she's like, pizza, and Quentin, and you hear Quentin literally scream, pizza!
Dylan was like probably downstairs by then, probably in the kitchen, but still hears Quentin.
Oh, everybody hears.
Yep,
everybody hears pizza! And Eliza's like, shut the fuck up, Quentin! and she talks to Reyes real quick, and she's like, does someone want to go get pizza? And Reyes is like, we'll stay here, it's fine, I'll make her something, or bring her something back, something like that. And she's like, okay. And, so you guys, are you crying?
The neighbors must have so many noise complaints at this point.
No, they don't. She doesn't have neighbors.
Oh my god, so
the nearest neighbor is like 5 or 6 acres away.
Yeah. Bye.
Clinton screams it loud enough that they can hear it.
That's Clinton screams so loud the neighbors are like, God damn it.
All of a sudden, the neighbors are like, dang, like, are there some coyotes in the area? Like, what is the sound we keep hearing from last week?
Quentin opens the window and he's like, hey, Clancy bastards! Fucking pizza! And you guys hear, oh shit, pizza? And everybody, so she calls up the vans. This is gonna be our closing sesh, by the way. She calls up the vans. A big troop of vans come. She's like fucking like on me. They make a quick stop at the bank, cash check. You guys are all piled into the vans. You guys head to the pizza place.
Wait, Quentin's on house arrest.
Oh, shoot. He could probably like go wherever Stretch goes though, right?
Yeah.
There's a 30-minute delay.
No, hold up. Dylan's like,
do not hack his house arrest. Right? Don't hack it. Why? Because they'll know if it's been tampered with.
Never mind. I'm not gonna.
It's a very basic technology, the kind where it's like they can tell if it's been tampered with.
Damn it! I was gonna too. Like,
don't tamper with it. Like, but no. There's a 30-minute delay. Stretch calls the police department and is like, we are going to go get pizza and we do not want to leave him here. They remotely changed it to where he is, for today only, allowed to go to the pizza place.
Yay!
Exactly, Gomez. So you guys get the vans, cash check, and you head over to the pizza place. She's, oh my god, I forgot her name for a second. I was like, Marcus, no! Eliza, huh?
Oh, okay.
Huh?
I said, are you talking about Stretch? Are you talking about Stevie?
Oh, I'm talking about Eliza.
Okay.
I like how we all get fucked up. Like, Eliza, yeah, stretch, yeah. Well, you know who we're talking about. Bless you. Eliza is, she sits in the van with you guys, and she has, Quentin sitting next to her, and he's bouncing. He's probably got ADD. Like, as you guys are opening up with him and getting to know him, this kid's a little bit of a spaz. A good spaz. We love him, but sometimes he just can't, like, stop moving. And, but she turns to Sven and you guys, and she goes, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I know I've been, like, fucking around with you guys and, like, playing and stuff, but I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate what you're going to do for my kids today. I appreciate what you're going to do for my kids in the future. I appreciate what you're doing for kids in the city, in the world. This is a good step towards being genuine worldwide role models. And, thank you all for choosing the path that you've all chosen.
And Dylan takes a condition.
Dylan takes a condition. He is now permanently sad. Permanently Sandir. Alright, Sandire. I don't know how to say it. I want to say Sandir. Sandir? I don't know. Sandire?
Oh, Sundari?
Sundere?
There you go. Thank you. I don't know how to speak Japanese.
I only know how to say those kinds of words.
Weeb. Weeb, you
The
fucking
meme
weeb.
words.
Yeah, meme words.
Jesus.
But yeah. Yay! That was our little character building sesh. Now you guys have met Eliza, Stevie, Quentin, my references that I made for you guys. I was gonna do a couple other ones, but I didn't want to blatantly put Ruby in here. I didn't want to do like a bad impression of Ruby. I don't mind doing a bad impression of Squeaker. Dab. Yeah, Becca just dabbed. But and I haven't nailed down impressions of Kierga or Alerta yet, and I didn't really figure out where to put them. But I love and appreciate you guys. So Merry Friendsmas!
Yay!
Yay! Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns? Because next session, we're going right back into it.
We're pumping the gas next session?
We're pumping the excellent next session.
No shit.
Don't worry, he's probably into it.
Hey, instead of Exxon Mobil in this world, can it be Exo Mobile?
I legit thought, like, my brain did dyslexia, and I thought that the gas was Mobile Excel. And I'm sitting here like, is he named after gasoline?
He's named after Ghost.
No, he's named after Exile, just with the E taken off.
Oh, so Thorn stole your E! Thorn's like, I don't need this banana to you.
Oh my god.
So,
Also,
huh?
wait,
Mine
I want to say the video I sent into Discord in general, that's what Axel and Clinton were doing after Eliza said her thanks and everything. They just started to do it.
What is this?
It's called the Gimme Pizza song.
Okay,
I
guys,
haven't seen the
cleaned
game
out the
song slowed down.
refrigerator.
It has to be the slowed
I
down.
think we're just about ready to build
This is
the
awful, and I hate it.
perfect pizza.
A friend of mine showed it to
Oh,
me
what the fuck?
sleepover one time when we were both very sleep deprived at 3 a.m. And I just remembered it.
Yeah, so you guys turn to each other and you're like, gimme pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A, gimme pizza! And Stretch just like covers her face.
Dylan like looks over. What the fuck are you guys doing?
She's like, I know this meme, but I wish it didn't.
Why? What does this mean?
It's an old meme.
Because
it's
we're
just
both
a pizza song.
millennials.
Yeah, they're just both millennials. It's just a pizza song. Both of you, do me a favor real quick. Both of you. Real quick. Axel,
What?
Axel, Quentin, both of you. Shut the fuck up! So you guys do that song the whole way there, and Stretch kills you as soon as you get to the pizza factory.
Stretch kills me. Stretch kills us instantly. I have
Stretch
to roll
kills you.
another character.
Yeah,
That's
there
my
you go.
doom.
Yeah.
Pizza song.
Yeah, pizza song kills you. You guys don't go to the fucking pizza factory. The pizza factory sucks ass.
No, we go to like the equivalent of Me and Ed's,
But like better.
but like better.
No, there's no Me and Ed's in this world.
Well, I know.
Here it's probably like
Me and
Bills.
Zeb.
Me and Ned's.
Me and Bills.
Me and
Ned's.
Zeb's.
Ed and me.
Ed and me.
And me.
Oh my goodness.
Enemies.
Ed and me's. Ed and I.
Ed and us.
Ed
Edna.
and we. Edna.
Edna. Edna's Pizza.
Edna's pizza!
Oh, she diversified her portfolio.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys go have pizza.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Oh, hi, Max.
At pizza, Dylan is gonna want to sit with Marcus, who I imagine Stevie's gonna sit with too, because know the dad.
Stevie
history.
sits between Marcus and Stretch.
Okay.
She's kind of like the buffer.
Yeah.
And she's wearing that pastel rainbow sweater, and the sleeve is tied up in a knot.
Mhm.
Because it's just awkward to have it hang there.
Mhm.
And it stops people from staring because they're not trying to figure out whether or not she has an arm. They're like, no, she doesn't have an arm because it's in a knot. You can't tie your arm in a knot. If you could, it's bad. And Stretch is like, I can do that, and like ties her arm in a knot.
Stretch.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm copying Stevie, and Stevie's like, I'm gonna kill you.
So like
You all could tell that Stretch probably got the "I'm gonna kill you" meme from Stevie, because Stevie says it a lot more naturally. Any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions? How did you guys all have fun today? Who didn't have fun? Tell me, and you'll be escorted to the nearest boiler room.
This already had a shitload of fun just jumping on the trampoline for a few hours.
It's like he's just like, wee!
Like,
They could probably technically have a fucking one of those in the warehouse.
Oh shit, yeah, you guys have enough space for it. Oh, but if you fell, it would hurt.
we are not putting one of those in the warehouse.
It's concrete.
I'm not saying that we should. I'm saying we could.
Give me that sock.
We have the room for it.
Yeah.
He goes to the pizza.
So that's all I was pointing out.
Okay.
He goes to Edna's. His hair's all screwed up.
Indoors. Usagi lowers his density and bounces on it and hits the ceiling.
Well, I think to hit the ceiling, you would actually want to increase your density because it's more weight hitting the net.
But also,
Okay,
you
so
fall
you
back on the
increase
net
your
again.
density,
You break it.
you hit the trampoline, and then decrease it so you
Yep.
launch up into the
Oh.
air.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Thank you, Axel. By the way, I'm sorry if you guys get unnerved by the fact that I call you by your character names. That's just how I remember who everybody is.
I mean, don't I do that
That's
shit?
fine.
No,
Yeah,
you call me Deej sometimes, from what I remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, I don't care. I'm just saying.
I don't really mind. My name sounds a lot.
Axel, Alex,
They're basically
reverse.
just the names kind of just mixed around a little bit.
The names, but dyslexic.
Well, I mean, and it makes sense
Different letters.
because
A
everybody's,
single different vowel.
everybody's listening for their character name. So
Mm-hmm. So yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, escorts to the boiler room?
Beach episode.
Beach episode?
Beach episode.
Beach episode will probably be next character development episode. No! No! I have the next character development episode in mind, actually.
oh,
Is it a
Jess knows.
sad?
Jess knows.
oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's that one. That one's gonna be in about 2 sessions. We're gonna do 1 or 2 villain sessions and then another character development one.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna have fun.
Huggo Max, we're gonna have fun, huh, Wiggles?
Comment. Because I forgot completely about it till now. Dylan forgot to reveal his name, so he's gonna do it next week.
So what is it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right.
What is it?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know up in the
Marcus!
sky whenever our group is gonna be summoned like Batman, it's just gonna be like, and yeah,
Yup. On the clouds, everyone's like, "Oh look, it's Yup." That's your team name. That's your team name. Yup.
no, it's the party pack now.
No, that's the chat name. Your team name.
No,
No.
that's the team name.
Oh, that was almost bad.
That would have been bad.
My dog almost took all my monitors down just now. Whew.
Oh, holy shit!
Whew. Good thing I had that. No, Marcus, while you guys are driving in the Uber, Marcus turns to Dylan and is like, "You said you were gonna unveil your name.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?"
What, right now?
Yeah. We're not gonna hear you at the pizza place. It's gonna be too loud.
I mean...
And it's the team. It's in this Uber. It's just the team. Stretch, Quentin, and Marcus.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your fucking name?
So I thought about it real long and hard, and...
Stretch is like, I'm sure you did.
Damn it!
Like I said. See, I almost took out my computer now. Like I said, live in a house full of teenagers. That's a good move.
So, I've been thinking about my powers, I've been thinking about, my attachment to my number. What do you think about psi powers?
Psi powers?
Check this. The Roman numerals for 11 are X
Get your cup.
and 1.
Get your cup.
So, when you pronounce that, it's Xi.
Xi powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also a homophone for psi, as in psychic. As in psychic weapons, as in my powers.
I mean, Marcus is like, no, I got it the first time. You don't have to explain it to me.
Why don't you just call yourself Simon?
Okay, so
Simon.
Eliza, I need you to floor it real fast, and then he's like rolling down the window, and he's reaching for Usagi. It's like, let's test your density powers, man.
Marcus like scrubs his chin, and he's like, so, Xi powers sounds like a subset of like superpowers. Like you're just describing a type of power to have. It doesn't sound like a name. Xi power would be nice, but then we creep into power technology or turf.
Wait, guys.
What?
Viborg.
I'm gonna kick your ass, Axel.
That's your name, Axel.
No, my name's Axel. I'm sorry. I'm not into the superpower.
Axel, I'm gonna
names.
kick your ass. I'm gonna upload a virus into your computer while you're sleeping.
Marcus looks at you and he's like, wasn't one of the names we talked about the Vindicator?
I mean... See? Look at that! If I ever go with that name, it's like down the line. I don't think I've earned that name.
Like,
yet.
I'm really sorry.
No. Fuck you, Sven.
Quentin turns around and he's got the face of that guy from the Vindicators. From Rick and Morty.
Sven just dies.
And Dylan is like, okay, so...
That's my name, though!
So, Eliza, keep flooring it, keep going, and, like, the window's open.
I'm not driving.
The window's open. It's like Dylan is, like, getting ready to crawl out of this window, like, legitimately.
Someone grab him.
Me? But Marcus is like, but memes aside, I feel like the Vindicator. I like Xi power. I like it. It could use some work. Like me, I thought of my name for a year. You want to know what my name is? Synapse. Stretch. Yep, that's why you don't put your cup on the floor.
I don't care.
He's gonna knock it over, and it's a wood floor.
Anyway.
Just put it like right there or something. Just do it. It's fine. I'd rather have it there than on the fucking one floor.
Anyway, so you were saying, Marcus?
Stretch gets a pass because all the other elastic names were taken. And she's like, and she she does the shrug emoji. Quentin, and everybody like looks at Quentin like, Quentin, how long did it take you for you to think of your name? Quentin's like, actually, it's my screen name.
And it's a good one, Q. It really is. It fits you.
Yeah, but I thought I changed my screen name like 9 times before I settled on multiplayer.
Oh. Huh.
And Marcus is like, see, it takes a while. Ethan. Magma. Because most of the other fire, like, we couldn't call him, like, the fucking Human Torch or nothing.
What about Hot Rock?
I'm sorry, Hoomst? Did you say Hot Rock?
That name's taken
No,
too.
Hot Rock.
Hot Rock?
I know, that's right.
That sounds like hot potato!
I imagine this as Marcus still.
No, this is Stretch.
Oh, okay.
The Brooklyn accent is Stretch.
Sorry. It's like,
No, she's like, hot potato! And she's like, wait, do any of you have superpower names? Like, superhero names?
Mira does.
Mira?
Yeah.
Who's
That's
Mira?
Thorn.
Oh, you introduced them as Thorn. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, Thorn's good. See, Thorn's good!
Mira has the best superhero name.
I like Thorn. That's good. Quick to the point. Makes you feel like an ouchie's about to happen. It's good. Like the Vindicator. That would be a good name because quick to the point. It feels like an ouchie's gonna happen. Stretch. Quick to the point. You're about to get your ass snapped. Snaps. Oh, you got a general idea of what he's about to do. He doesn't hurt anybody, but he brains.
Dylan's like doubled over laughing.
and she's like, multiplayer, like he turns into multiple video games that you could play. And Quentin's like, I got it. I made the joke. I got it. I know it. And she's like, at least you didn't let them name you Hate Bit. That shit was stupid. And he's like, oh, don't remind me. Oh, it's so bad. Work on it. It's a good first step. Work on it.
I'll work on it.
I like the Xi thing. I like it. And you said that's the Roman numeral for 11, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. But no one else is gonna catch that.
That's okay, as long as it's important to me.
Okay. Understandable. Good. Keep the Xi for a different. Oh, Gomez is just all curled up right here. He's so jealous and he just wants to cuddle with me because I'm his mama.
Aww.
So he's just curled up right next to me, all sad. I love you, baby.
Oh, Dylan, I have another one.
Usagi, is this a real one or are you flying out the window?
Zyball.
What?
Zyball. Football, the Zy thing, Zyball.
Okay, Usagi, you're gonna take a trip. And he, like, grabs Usagi. It's, like, literally dragging him towards the window.
Just starts shoving against Dylan. Oh, I'm not going out there.
You're going out the
I'm
window.
just going out
How
the
about
window.
just Xi?
Zai?
Just Xi.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Psy 11. It's technically still the name that you gave to the damn police officer.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
I'm never gonna live down my first.
Nope, Bryant is never gonna shut the fuck up about that.
Keep that.
He still calls Mira Thurn. So
Thurn?
At
Thurn.
least no one
How
messes
does
up
that
your name.
happen?
Thorn with an E.
Zaggy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mira, I can't believe
Technically,
they've done
it has
this
a
to
C-
you.
It has an E.
Exactly, that's the joke. Thorn with an E.
I just stare out the window.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Sven's like, well, on the topic of police officers, is there any way we could all get some of those anti-power cuffs? Perhaps?
Stretch and Marcus both go, they're really expensive. They
Sven's
actually...
like,
They actually
yeah.
recycle them. No, like we have probably about 5 pairs in the whole city. They are very expensive to make because the technology is so new, and this is the first stable pass that we've had. A lot of actually we only have about 4 pairs now. Static fucking broke a pair.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sven's just couldn't help himself quietly, like, fuck that guy.
He's in rehab now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Is there any way to keep updates about him?
I mean, I could let you.
want things about him?
Yeah,
Is
like
there like
I
an
don't-
email list we could be added to?
an email. Yeah, the static newsletter.
Listen, I mean, he wasn't a good guy,
Jansen and pals.
but, like,
Yeah.
he's kind of a symptom of the
You
city
finished on his
and
part?
the bigger problem that's going on. So yeah, I'd like to keep tabs on him.
I mean, yeah, I could keep tabs on him for you guys.
Nice.
All I know now is that he's in jail and going through rehab. He had malicious intent, so he's in jail for the malicious intent, and he still doesn't really feel that remorseful about it. But we're working on it.
Hey, now you bring him up. Didn't Bryant say that he wasn't powered before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Did he say
sure
that?
did.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Marcus kind of sweats and stretches like, well, that's not uncommon. And she looks at Marcus like, we've seen a couple.
Yeah.
Wasn't Windshade like that? And Marcus is like, yeah.
But hold on. That happened with Q too. He wasn't powered always.
That is not confirmed because the thing is, Q is still a teenager. And there was nothing inherently powered about the, and Q turns around because Marcus is obviously like stuttering through it, like he doesn't want to bring it up. But Q turns around and he's like, there was nothing special about the arcade game they smashed me into. So, I didn't get my powers from that. They think it's a recessive gene from me.
Alright.
But I need to go through DNA testing for them to figure it out, and they need to contact my parents. Dab.
Isn't that
I dabbed the feelings away. Huh?
It's like, isn't that Stretch now?
Oh, no, my biological parents.
The one he got the DNA from.
Did you think that Stretch was his actual mom?
No, I don't think that Stretch is his actual mom. I'm
Okay.
talking about how Stretch adopted him.
No, for DNA purposes, they need his biological parents.
Gotcha.
Because they need to do DNA testing, and if it is a recessive gene, they need to figure out which parent it is, and that also helps with research
Gotcha.
into how powered kids are made. Because it seems that, like, there's been a couple of cases where the parents are not powered, and also if the only way to get the gene is to have 2 powered parents, that could lead to inbreeding if you try to get powered kids on purpose. Like how you try to get purebred dogs and stuff. So they think for Quentin it's a recessive gene. They still need to go through gene testing. So Q doesn't count.
Okay.
Q doesn't count.
Static Mike.
Static Mike, because he's like 28. About 25, 28. I don't remember. I was going to say they're not sure, but I'm like, no, they're sure. He's got a wallet. He's got an ID on there. I just don't remember how old he is. But he's past the powered puberty stage. For powered kids, they usually get their powers during puberty, normal human puberty. The genes kick in about that time. There's a few cases where they get it younger. Silly example. She got her powers when she was about 4 in this universe. But if you hit like 25 and you don't have powers, that's basically when puberty and growing officially ends. you don't have powers naturally. So yeah, Anthony did not have powers at all. He didn't even have the gene for it. So yeah, he's not supposed to be powered. Giving everybody a moment to write this down since 2 people just started writing right in front of me. Or are you drawing? You're drawing.
I'm drawing.
Okay. What are you drawing?
Notes.
No, not you.
Bunch of Usagi's.
Oh, just a whole bunch of Usagis. Okay. But yeah, so Q doesn't count. Anything else?
This is good shit.
Some good shit.
This is some good shit.
I had fun. This is a fun session.
Oh yeah.
I love doing Q and Stretch. Stretch is hilarious. I'm glad you guys like Q and Stretch. Yeah. Hi, Max. Hi, Max. Oh, you sleeping on me? Okay. She just laid down on my foot.
Oh.
She's so cute. I gotta take more pictures of this dog. But yeah, good session today, guys. We're not gonna do an end of session move today, because we barely did much in the way of role playing. It was kind of just world building stuff. So we're not gonna do that today. So no game next weekend
Because it's Easter.
because it's Easter, and then HDT for sure on the 8th.
Yep.
And then the next the Sunday after that. The Sunday after that is TC, but I know what I'm doing for that session. Okay. The 15th. Damn, we're not doing TC for like half a month. Okay. But yeah. Everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, y'all found a meme more y'all like.
Wow.
Baby boy.
baby boy. Alright.
Gladys. Evil.
Evil. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming and having fun. Appreciate y'all.
Everyone be good. Stay safe. Drive home carefully.
I'm ending the recording. Good night.
Good night.